So I'm just cleaning up this spot a little bit. I was back here last fall and thought it might be a pretty good spot to do a tenting episode. Just was a little overgrown with dead stuff. So I thought I'd clean it up and give it a try here. Looks like a really nice spot. I wouldn't mind making it kind of a permanent location for me. I'm a little bit in the bush here. I had to backpack. There's no quad trails back here. Not too far of a walk, maybe half kilometer. Nice backpacking trip. Anyway, I'm just about to set up the tent here. So I'd clean up the area a little bit. Start a bit of a wood supply for tonight. And we'll get ready to go here. So we're in the first few days of spring, so I've decided to put the winter tent away for the season. I'll bring it out back next fall when the snow starts to fly. So I'm going to start using the lighter duty tents now. This one here I picked up back in the winter in anticipation for these spring days coming. Nice light tent, good for packing in your backpack. And it is a hot tent, but I won't be using it as such tonight. I did bring my stove, and I will be using it to cook on, but I'll just be firing it up outside the tent and using it as just an outside stove. I got a pretty simple meal for tonight, just a MRE. So all I have to do is boil water and add. I haven't had those yet, so it should be interesting. I think I got beef stroganoff, so we'll try it out and see how it goes. Doing it that way saves me bringing in food. I mostly used a little Dutch oven during the winter and tripod setup, but I'm going to step away from that in the summer months. Try and do a little more lightweight type stuff. I will be going out occasionally on a machine, but I'm going to try and do more backpacking, packing trips, and doing it that way. So this is the way I'm going to have the wood stove situated this trip. Not inside the hot tent, but outside instead. I'll do my cooking out here. I don't want to have an open fire pit right now, just because we are in forest fire season officially. And with the lack of moisture over the past little while, I kind of want to have fire and heat source contained. I'll be sure to clear debris from around the wood stove, just to be safe. really do like the way I have this camp set up. Like I said last fall, I've never done tenting like this before. And the way I have it set up now is a lot different than what I was doing during the winter. Mainly because there was a lot of snow and I wasn't worried about stuff catching on fire. But having the wood stove outside like this is kind of neat. Still getting some heat. I still got a cooking surface, but I'm not so worried about fire. And it's warm enough now. I don't need that wood stove in the tent itself. I think the next few months of spring are going to be pretty fun. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be doing more backpack type trips like this, I think. I'm going to look for little spots in the area. The type of spots that are out of the way that you have to walk to, remote. And I'm just going to make little camping spots for myself. I think it'd be pretty neat to have about a dozen spots that I can go to at any time of the year backpacking. Looks like my water's boiling, so supper's on. Mountain House beef stroganoff with noodles. It says I'm supposed to wait 10 minutes, like 5 minutes, give it a stir, and then another 5 minutes. So it'll be just after 5 o'clock. This is really a neat way to, to go camping. This wood heater is throwing off a lot of heat. I'm enjoying it. Let's give this a stir. Five more minutes. Well, it's that time of night. It's getting late. It's probably close to 8 o'clock now. Probably got 15-20 minutes left of light. Although it is pretty light in the tent right now. So I'm going to call it a night. Got a nice movie I'm going to watch, and that should put me out to about 10:30. Go fast asleep after that. So that said, we'll say goodnight. Campsite's all packed up, and what an excellent night it was last night. I slept pretty decently. It was a little bit different there without the wood heater in it, without the wood stove going. Relying just on my my sleeping bag, my sleeping system, and it did all right. It got a little cool last night, but the sleeping bag managed to keep me warm enough. It was a bit of a different shock getting up into the cold compared to the winter tent, which stays pretty warm, and I maintain that wood stove throughout the night. Yeah, it was a bit different getting up in the cooler air, but it was alright. So with that said, the camp's all packed up, ready to head out, and until the next time, we'll talk to you later.